Well, today we have a special treat for you. We are in Sallisaw at the home of Faye and George Sanders, and they have packed a lot of gardening into a small space. And Faye, thank you so much for showing us around.
Oh, I've enjoyed it immensely. I'm so pleased to have you both.
Well, this is really neat. And here in the front of your house, you have got a lot of plants, and this isn't a very big area right here.
No, it's rather small and it's very compact, that you pick your plants that will coordinate with each other. And I choose perennials a lot because, and just add my annuals as the season progresses.
Well, I notice in this, it must be pretty shady here. You've got a lot of ferns in here.
This is shady. Just gets early morning sun and right around high noon till 1:30 or 2 o'clock, and then it's shady in the afternoon.
And have you had good success with your ferns?
Oh yes, my ferns are always look just like they do now, or even better in some seasons.
Well, these are really nice. The other thing that I noticed as we walked up to your yard here is that you have a lot of plants in containers.
Yes, I really enjoy container gardening because you can arrange your plants to fit each other.
That's really neat. Now, do you leave the same plants in or do you change them out a lot?
No, I will change each season. Some of the containers that has a lot of perennials, I will try to carry them over. But usually I go into the fall with the mums and pansies and stuff like that.
Well, you've got some nice combinations going here now. These are really neat. The other thing that I like about your garden is you kind of get surprises tucked away in here.
Yes, you do. I kind of like that, and I think it's kind of neat, and people seem to really enjoy it that come by to stop by to see.
Now this, your fountain here is nice. It adds a good sound to the garden.
Yes, that is consists of your old galvanized wash tub and your garden watering can, and then you add your rocks and water, and of course a little frog adds to the looks.
That's really good. And you've also got something up here that's kind of unusual. This big rock here, where did you come up with that?
Well, a friend of my son's found this out in his pasture, and I couldn't believe it, and he come in one afternoon and said, "I have something for you I think you'll like." And he said, and it's the original state of Oklahoma rock. We didn't do a thing to it.
Well, that's really neat.
So I'm really proud of it.
Oh, cool. Now, in addition to having all of your, container plants here and they're all upright, you've got some pots that have actually been knocked over in your garden here.
Yes, I kind of like that. I like to put the hardy vines in one, and then I have some portulaca in an old strawberry jar I turned over. I think it adds homey touch. It
does. Now, you've got one final planter that I want to look at, and it is very unusual over here. Let's take a look at that.
All right.
Now, Faye, this is one great planter. How did you do this?
Well, that was an old cane bottom chair with the worn out seat, and I just replaced it with webbing and screen wire and moss, and put your dirt in and push it down so you'll have it deep enough to take care of your plants. And then just started planting, and I thought the viney type was better because it sort of covers the chair and gives it a real country atmosphere.
It really does. I noticed you've got one of the ornamental sweet potatoes in here.
Oh yes, the variegated type. I think they're very outstanding this year, all three varieties, but I really like the variegated for this type of planter.
Well, it really, really looks nice. Now, in addition to having this packed full front yard, you guys have a lot of plants in the backyard, don't you?
Oh yes, we try to make use of all the ground, I guess.
Well, you've done a good job, and George is actually going to give us a tour of the backyard, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay. Now, George, you have got a very nicely established vegetable garden back here. You've got these raised beds. Have you constructed these on your own?
Yes, I have. I've constructed them on myself to make them efficient and make them worthwhile. So raise good vegetables and so have a good something to do, and mostly to do something with.
Well, yeah. Now, what have you used to fill your raised beds? Have you got what soil mix have you got?
Well, I got the Miracle-Gro, and I got topsoil, and I got peat moss. That makes a good combination of growing stuff.
Now, I like your irrigation system here. This is basically, you've constructed this all yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
This is nice. Now you've got soaker hose here.
Yeah, soaker hose going back to my herb bed there. And I got a soaker hose going on this raised bed, and a tomato patch. I got four spigots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the one that you've got on your tomato patch, you've basically, how have you made that?
Well, I took an old garden hose discarded, and I punched some holes in as a length of the tomato plants, and put those rubber drips in there, all down the length of the bed.
Well, it looks like a very good system. Your tomatoes look like they're happy.
Yeah, I hope they are, as long as the gophers leave them alone.
Well, yeah, that's always a problem. Now you've got another good system here, and that's here where your squash is. What have you done here?
I made a wire, kind of a curvature wire, so they grow up to the wire and keep them off the ground.
Well, it works good, and you get a clean squash that way.
Clean squash that way, and get the clean vines.
Well, good. Now, you've actually got a new bed back here, and let's go take a look at that one.
Okay.
Now, George, you just got done constructing this garden?
Yes, I did. I made a garden out with things like, did the vegetable garden, peat moss and topsoil, and used some of Steve's mulch.
That cottonseed hull?
Cottonseed hull on that, which is real good stuff. Keeps the grass down, and it keeps moisture in the plants.
That's a very good thing. Now this is mostly an annual bed, isn't it?
Yeah, annual and some perennials in there. But we'll know this fall which is which.
That's right. That's for sure. Now you've got a little bitty kind of a bird bath in here, haven't you?
Yeah, that attracts birds if they want to come in.
That's good. And you've also got one that's a bit bigger than this back here, made out of flower pots.
Yeah, flower pot.
Well, good. Well, George, we really appreciate you and Faye showing us around your garden.
Well, we appreciate y'all getting here and y'all coming. We've been looking forward to something like this for a long time.
Well, thank you.
Real nice. Real nice.